back by popular demand. We have part 2 of the lyricism video.
Bonsoir.
Good day, dragon.
Get a life, get a proper job.
Do you like salt and vinegar?
You guys actually liked it, which is surprising considering how awful it was.
Trash and scum.
2 things before we start.
Sit down and shut up.
Thank you for the support on the video. I honestly didn't expect to have so much support on it.
What the fuck?
We just started with 2 subscribers and in the span of like 2 days we had 200 or whatever.
I'm getting it.
So I'm really happy about that.
Girl, you have a lot of interest.
So thank you.
Lots of kisses to the millions of Eurofans.
Another thing, I was kind of weird in the video because I was kind of recording at 3 AM on the US election night. So that wasn't great. But it has been like proper 1.5 months after that, and I have learned my mistakes. I will speak properly now. A lot of you noted that I didn't speak properly and I couldn't enunciate all of the words.
And that is the truth of the matter.
I'm sorry.
Grow up, madam.
Second thing, I'm sorry that I cut the video into 2 parts. It was taking up so much space while I was editing it, and honestly it was going to be a little bit too much to fit into 1 video, so you have part 2 now. You might be wondering what we're gonna do in the next video. We're gonna be going over Albania and then Montenegro. I'm super excited about Montenegro.
Oh.
No, about Albania. Montenegro was trash. Anyways,
You little bitch.
we will talk about that as well. But to not miss that, make sure you subscribe. Give me more views. Give me money.
Okay.
I don't have enough money. I don't have enough views. I am poor.
So?
No, I'm saying
What now?
I mean, it's not.
So please make sure to subscribe. It's gonna be a lovely time. And without further ado, I suggest we move on to the video. If you didn't check out part 1, by the way, go check it. It was great. I don't know why you wouldn't.
I really don't give a fuck.
So yeah, we're gonna have a grand old time. Should we start? Maybe. No, we are. Hello, hi, witаю, dobrodošli. It's your boy, Goram.
Got him! I got him, I got you! I got you for life!
If you haven't watched the first part, it's fine. But just in case you forgot what we were doing, which you should remember that we're gonna be having a test tomorrow, we're gonna be having a test.
Don't talk shite.
If you don't know what I said in the last video, you will fail. Like me in life.
Girl, what the fuck is you talking about?
And my career. So,
Who are you laughing at? Who are you laughing at?
let me announce the tiers before we go over the rankings.
Yes.
So, first tier, top tier, we have Call It an Ugly Twin the Way It Cannot Be Topped. Top tier lyricism, God level lyricism, something we don't see on the average in Eurovision, because
I don't think so.
Eurovision is tacky and I hate it actually.
Fuck debut.
That's reserved for the top of the top. I am a top. Second tier, we have the Salvador Sobral Award. Not the top tier, but still good lyricism. There is something you can probably analyze. There is substance to the lyrical content of the song.
Love that kind of stuff.
Third tier, we have 8 points from Spain.
8 points from Spain.
That's a little bit better than mid. There is something that can be analyzed, something to be enjoyed by the average viewer, aka you, the average.
You need to leave!
Then we have mid-festivalen, because I fucking hate Sweden.
Melodifestivalen.
That's reserved for mid songs. You know, your average Eurovision song that we have seen and read the lyrics of 100,000 times, so nothing special.
Take a video, make it low budget.
Then we have Eurovision So Confusing.
What would you do when you okay? So he said yes would go? I don't understand that.
That's where things start to get a little bit weird.
Put that dick. Put that dick.
Georgia. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing. Don't know what we're really talking about.
I'm nodding like I understand, but I'm not so sure I do.
We're entering mess territory.
It's a mess.
Then we have It's Chover. Finally, human rights violation. That's reserved for trash of the trash. For the songs that should not be heard and the lyrics that should not be read ever. I'm calling the cops. So let's go over where we're currently standing right now.
Oh my god.
In the last tier we have Cyprus and Finland. Then in its shoulder we have Albania, Austria, Azerbaijan and Iceland. Then in Eurovision So Confusing we got Australia. In Mid-Festival we got Czechia, Denmark, France, Georgia and Germany. 8 points from Spain we have Armenia, Belgium, Croatia, Estonia and Greece. And right now on top it's Ireland. Of course it's Ireland. We love Ireland. I miss Guinness.
Up the ra, Nigel.
So, back to the footage of me like a month and a half ago. Make sure to watch this. We're going to Italy, Lanoia, Angelina Mango.
Angelina Mango on Pinterest.
Another song with some level of substance to it.
Yes, peg me.
The focal point of the lyricism of the song is obvious from the title. It's based on the idea of boredom. One interpretation I hold is the more obvious one, the nihilistic approach of Angelina.
Real talk. Is Angelina Mango on Pinterest?
Life being full of monotony and tiredness, no substance to it. Angelina longs for a greater meaning, outside of the pessimistic view of the world.
What excites you? What gives you life?
Outside of this constant repeating routine. The other interpretation I have might come across as a bit of a stretch. It might be a critique towards our generation.
You are very old and you need to play your age and not 12.
Yes, I'm 24. Shut up, I'm still young.
Right, old lady.
It's a critique to the way in which we approach life.
What turns you on?
We desire everything to happen here, now, in this exact moment. Everything is fast. Fast internet, fast cars, fast way of life. Everything is fast. We can see this in the lyrics. How many drawings have I done? I'm sitting here looking at them. None come to life. This page is lazy. I'm in a rush. Another approach to the lyrics might be as a critique towards tiredness in the sense of tired societal norms. Towards... Jesus Christ, I almost died.
Oh, if only that was true.
The tired expectations placed upon by society on women that are rooted in patriarchy.
Dick mode was activated.
Princess, they call you princess, so stop doing the dishes now. And I was given color beads for the little girls messed up with trauma to untangle slowly with age. She's tired of everything, especially the fakeness.
Me too.
Surrounding her, especially when it comes to her interactions with people. And we can see that in how many people see the evil in things. It makes you want to run away when they start to speak. This expectation of her to be this princess is ultimately rejected by Angelina.
Nah, he can fuck himself now, ain't messing about.
She refuses to conform and puts herself and her freedom first. She even embraces the negativity thrown at her by wearing the symbol of it, the crown of thorns.
So beautiful, look at this. Talk about something different.
Crown of thorns will be the dress code for my party and no greater cross. Subtle biblical referencing. I love religious iconography within lyrics, so love to see it.
Peg me.
I think this is absolutely getting tier 2. To be fair, the lyrical content is amazing.
And that is the truth of the matter.
And I love the theme of existential dread since I'm a law student and I have to experience that on the daily. Next is Latvia.
It's killing me slow, trying to make me just another believer. Everybody just pretending they're preachers.
I think let's just dive in because this is an interesting one. Oh, you see me crying rivers, I might drown. Clearly, this gives off the idea of profound sadness and despair within Dons. This is further tied with the imagery of drowning.
I am under the water, please help me.
This emphasizes that Dawn is overwhelmed by emotions. The struggle to cope with pain and vulnerability is clearly present here.
No, I'm not a slut from Holland.
Try to make me just another believer and everybody just pretending they're a preacher. Expresses the judgment Dawn has against society and their hollowness, pun intended.
I have to laugh. I'm sorry. This is so ridiculous.
Everything is seemingly superficial and fake.
It's killing me slow.
Everything is just fake to him.
No way.
It's killing me slowly encapsulates the emotional pain
Speaking of being
associated with feeling forced to compromise one's values, Don's values,
Beyond the sea,
or identity, how this makes him really fade to nothing. The shallow grave, this imagery within the song implies that Dons would prefer a metaphorical death over losing his authenticity to something insincere and superficial. I think it's a great way of social commentary.
And that is the truth of the matter.
I am going to put this into tier 2 and I think it's deserved, and I love Mr. Proper. Great cleaning supplies. What is this streak, by the way? Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania. We're on Lithuania now. Similarly to Italy and Latvia, Lukteuk is generally about the dire aspect of life, the pessimistic view on life. One day has passed, and then another, as if time has stopped. I go somewhere, then someplace else, and after it gets dark, it repeats again. To me at least, it's an elaborative critique to the way the mass of people choose to live their life, entrenched in a routine and lack of depth to it. It's a constant vicious cycle that never ends.
Fuck this shit!
And this is expressed in the following lyrics. We're standing in the silence of the radio playing. I don't want to dance, but I have to dance. This ultimately shows how, despite Silver's desire to break out of this whole misery of a life, he cannot. He's forced to dance through the life. Because if he stops, he would ultimately lose the only purpose in his life.
I haven't got it in me, I'm exhausted.
Or something, I don't know, I'm just yapping at this point. My head hurts.
I'm in shock.
I think this critique, again, similarly to Latvia, is done in a great way. We're putting this into, I think, tier 3. I think that's about right.
And that is the truth of the matter.
And as I was happy that we were going through a streak of great songs and great lyricism, we're going to Luxembourg. And again, I'm so tired of this.
Tally's a bitch.
I have a
Oh my god!
But the song is genuinely about finding your inner strength and in yourself to carry on. The difference here is the song emphasizes of this realization that happens when somebody, they realize that they're adults now.
Grow up, madam.
We're all adults.
Right, old lady.
This is what we are, adults.
Don't talk shite.
When one reaches the realization, you're no longer a child and everything is on them. Everything is on them. You're basically on your own. If something goes wrong, you can only blame yourself, really. We can see this in the lyrics. We can see this in the lyrics. You're over 20 years old, you don't have time to act like a child, to have fun. And that tells me, come on, hurry up, take my hand, come on, and I'll take with you. Just genuinely about perseverance, realizing your own strength, yada yada yada.
Tally's a bitch.
But just mid-festival and here. Another speed round, Malta. Okay, this is a basic girly pop up-tempo song. Genuinely, I don't fuck with all the time.
Take a video, make it low budge. I'm not.
Most of the times.
Can't you ever have a friendly evening? Can you not do that?
But this is just cunty. It lacks high lyrical quality, but it's just cunty. It's just cunt.
Really fake and gay.
It's especially flirty with the line, don't you tell me I'm your addiction. It was obvious you'd end up like this. It's literally making me want to scream. Like Alex Consani in that one video. If we have to be fair, this is not a lyrical masterpiece.
Love, happiness, love, sex, positive vibe.
And we all know that, and we all acknowledge that. So I will have to put this in mid-festival interior, but I have so much time for this song. Y'all don't even know.
Don't you know
that you got me.
Sarah, you were robbed, and I love you, and I want to have cocktails with you. Moving on to another quick speed round. Moldova. Okay, I do not like this woman. She was a queen during the Eurovision season, and then she decides to come up with this stupid ass pro-Russian documentary about how Eurovision is morally corrupt and Moldova and Eastern Europe are not ready for it just because it's about gay people and like propaganda.
Сказать, что мы готовы к Европе, в ментальном плане нет.
This is disgusting.
I'm done with this woman.
Nah, he can fuck himself now, ain't messing about.
That being said, I will not diss on this song because it is a love letter to her child. And poor child, it has not done anything.
Girl, fuck them kids and fuck you too.
I'll just politely put this into tier 4. Since the lyric, My Beautiful Angel, work of art, is making me sick, I don't know why, just god-awful and dire.
What the fuck is this?
Sorry to this child, I guess.
I really don't give a fuck.
Jesus. Next. The Netherlands, let's go!
The Netherlands.
Do your goddamn script.
I have to laugh. I'm sorry. This is so ridiculous.
Off we go to the Netherlands.
Vreselijk.
As an honorary duchy,
Hello, the Netherlands. I love you so much, so dearly.
I am in fact biased
I am inside of you right now.
towards it, and I will not apologize. I will not be shamed for this. I have decided to not focus on this song just because it has been covered. Like this and Switzerland are the songs that have been covered to death. And I don't think I can provide anything more. I will mention two things, however. First, the story behind this is so beautiful and so heartbreaking and gut-wrenching. If you didn't know, we all know. It talks about the catharsis that Joost, our colleagues, went through after the devastating loss of both of his parents at such a young age. And basically having to navigate through life on his own, going everywhere to find a purpose and fill this void within him.
That was so powerful.
Second, I fuck heavily with the message of his father that basically encouraged Joost that he shouldn't be seeing borders, he should be seeing opportunities. And he should pursue his dreams freely, wherever that is. Also, I fucking love Europe. Welcome in Europa, jongen. Straight into tier 2, justice for Joost.
My number one pick tonight is the Netherlands.
Then, I don't think you guys are ready for the gap that is about to go down. Next up is Norway. I'm still devastated because this song was in my top 3. It was genuinely in my top 3. The lyrical content of this amazing song is entirely based on Nordic folklore and mythology.
I love it, and it gives me that buzz.
Which always tickles my pickle.
You need to leave. This is disgusting.
What is the story? Let me picture it for you.
Norway are so good.
We get introduced to the heroine figure of a maiden.
Old maiden type of shoes.
Representing purity and innocence, who is subject to the brutal and malicious envy of her stepmother.
What a bitch.
Whose only wish is to see her demise, that's it. She's trying to achieve that goal by casting this black magic spell on the maiden, which leads to her metamorphosis into a wolf, like, you know, Kafka. But she's not a cockroach, she's like a wolf. This black magic spell, black magic woman, it condemns her.
Don't talk shite!
The whole purpose of it is condemning her to a forever life as a wolf. a symbol of ferociousness. We will get to this, to the ferocious aspect of the transformation into the wolf in just a minute.
Let the big bad wolf handle it from here.
She transformed me into a sword and a needle and sent me off to the king's estate. The wrath of my stepmother grew when all the fine people loved me most. Jesus, the throat cancer is coming. So let's get to the bottom of this. I really want to emphasize on the line, a sword and a needle. What is the meaning of this?
I can't wait to find out.
A sword represents the aforementioned ferociousness, which almost possesses the heroine and leads her to engage in violence.
I want to rip it a you asshole.
Despite her own nature and character, she's a symbol of purity and innocence. And then she gets transformed into this vile and wild creature of the wolf. Then we have the needle, which is a tool for mending, symbol for simpleness and rusticness.
Old maiden.
It shows the stepmother's intention of breaking down and minimizing the heroine to something simple, something easily manageable.
Oh no, wait.
And not threatening to her, because she does feel threatened by the presence of the maiden. Without realizing the sharpness of this object, which makes them metaphors for the metamorphosis of the maiden, weaponized by the stepmother, turning her into the opposite of her original gentle nature. The ferociousness of the wolf as a symbol is present in the following verse. And I would never be whole and good before I had drunk of my brother's blood. Here is where the tomfoolery takes place. The storyline introduces a disturbing, almost a repulsive and putrid twist. To regain her freedom and free herself from the shackles of the curse, the only way to do this is to perform a sacrifice.
What the fuck is this all about?
And the sacrifice is the maiden having to face with the ultimate moral dilemma, either her own freedom or the life of her own brother.
This is not going well.
And yep, she does commit fratricide.
What?
Yeah, she does. She drinks that blood. I love Eurovision.
There's something wrong with you, hon.
This fratricide shows the moral corruption of the heroine. She willingly chooses herself, then her brother.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first.
Thus destroying her family tree. Her whole morality, it's corrupt at this point.
I love it. I love it.
She embraces the darkness of the curse. I will have to stop myself here because I could analyze this song for hours.
It's like Christmas coming early.
And I hope this was interesting to you because I loved analyzing this. You don't get how much folklore combined with dark context like this butters my biscuit.
This is disgusting.
What living in a Soviet panel block does to a motherfucker, am I right? It's obviously going to tier 1. What else? What else? This is perfection. Next is Poland. I do not want any contact with Poland.
I don't want any contact with Poland!
Yes, I do have to admit, it is basic. And yes, I'm still obsessed with this.
There's this Polish song about potatoes.
Which is weird. I shouldn't be obsessed with this. This is in my top 10. No qualms again. Hate me all you want. I'm just being real. Like, I'm being real. Like, I am real.
And that is the truth of the matter.
The first time I listened to this, I genuinely cried, which speaks volume of pure state of my mental health. Yes, it is about self-empowerment. Yes, a tired topic. We know, we have been over this.
Can't you ever have a friendly evening? Can you not do that?
But I somehow think it introduces like a different twist to it. Hoping for a star to fall. Something I can make a wish on. Could it be that I'm the fool? But aren't we all? Aren't we all? Luna admits to possessing the same characteristics as every other human being. The false mindset of waiting for your savior, somebody to save you, which never happens. Never happens. Hasn't happened to me once. However, she quickly realizes that she's the one possessing the power to change her own destiny. Broken bodies scattered through my history, lonely hours leading to my destiny. The broken bodies throughout history represent a symbol of the endured hardships, the ultimate one being the battle within oneself.
Your disappointment.
Which leads to the destiny we can see in I'm the one who built the tower. The tower to me is a metaphor of yourself as a person. managing to build something from the ground up. We fight this constant battle within ourselves, and the ultimate victory of which is the built tower. This is the product, the ripped fruits of this hardship within oneself. I think the tower can also be interpreted almost as like a lighthouse, the lookout point from which we navigate life. I do want to be objective at the end of the day, but this is my list, and this is my channel, and this is my videos.
And that is the truth of the matter.
So, suck your mom first of all. I'm putting this into tier 2, because I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Catch me if you want, but you won't catch me.
Don't talk shite!
We continue the race.
Race?
With Portugal. Listen up, sheeple. I love this song.
Yolanda, yeah.
And the lyrics behind it. Everything about it. The main message of this song is about mental health and the difficulty of navigating life while these demons in your head are constantly screaming.
Babe, stop!
Hence the title, Grito, which means scream in Portuguese. I've transformed every verse within me and given it the courage that still burns. The fire that burns within the character has almost a symbolic purifying power, causes the constant rebirth of the spirit. I'm free-failing. I'll let you know when I get there. I surrender myself little by little. Despite the many challenges, the character does not give in and manages to protect the flame of the courage, which burns inside of them.
Your fucking baby's gonna burn.
My last piece on this will be on the lyric. I'm a flame that still burns, still burns, still burns. That's it.
Your fucking baby's gonna burn.
It's just going to be the lyric.
That was so powerful.
It's amazing. It's a wonderful piece of lyricism, this whole song. You can literally just pull out the lyrics and you'll see for yourself.
Folks, look on your computer.
Everything is simply beautiful. And the feeling which the song evokes is remarkable. Here is one where it belongs, and I don't give a fuck. Another speed round now, Marino. I'll just provide you with this, and you can make up your mind, and you can listen to me or not. I don't really care, but we lit up Benidorm. You say it's illogical, even magical, and it's just rock and roll.
Oh.
I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not doing this. I don't want to do this.
Anything else you want to say about that?
No.
I do not have time for this song, neither the lyrics, nor will I have.
I haven't got it in me. I'm exhausted, I'm in shock, and I am traumatized.
It's just millennial. Everything about this is millennial. The lyrics are god-awfully dire.
I want to bomb the place!
And tired, and I wish this song never won.
But you got the right bitch to put you in a wrong motherfucking place.
Justice for Loredana, Berta. This shouldn't.
Lord help me, please hold my tongue. Don't let me say no bad word.
I am strong, and I will be a nice person. This is tier 5, so I must say for this millennial mess. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. I am right.
That's how much I hate.
Next up is Serbia. The focal point of the song is obviously from the title, the Ramon the Flower, which is a symbol of hope for Serbia. It marks the day when the First World War ended, and it symbolizes hope and new beginning. Knowing Serbia, the new beginning is really ethnic cleansing. But we're not going to talk about this because the Serbs will be in this comment and I'm not dealing with them again. The imagery of the lyrics is simply doom. Almost has this post-apocalyptic sense to it.
A post-apocalyptic outfit, and I don't know what that means.
I cannot see the end of it. This is the road for the wounded. Prayers also don't help. Where have Lilac Ramondas disappeared to? All hope is seemingly lost from this lyric, and there is no clear path forward, neither for the character nor for humanity as a whole.
Oh no! No, wait!
It rises from the ashes, one Lilac Ramonda. In the end of the song, however, from these lyrics, one singular Ramonda flower, the ultimate symbol of hope and strength, arises almost as a phoenix. Almost as Conchita Wurst, is what I'm trying to say.
You have a lot of interest, girl.
I don't know, man, I think I'm going to put this into tier 3. The Serbians will fucking hate me for this. Next up, we have another post-Yugoslav member. It's Slovenia. And I have so much time for this, and you will listen. Veronica is about the unfair judgment, the way society especially views women almost as a threat to the dynamic men.
Who set that system up?
Have constructed within society, tying this idea to the love story, the tragic love story of the historical figure of Veronica of Desinice.
Dyslexia.
You might be asking, who is this Veronica? It's an actual person. It's the first woman to be ever accused of witchcraft and put on trial in Slovenia. Of course, she was wrongly accused just for trying to chase after her own happiness. We will not talk about the witch trials. To this day, the legacy and the story and tale of Veronica continues. Apparently her cries can be heard from the Oistrica castle in Slovenia, which is reflected in the lyrics. I hid in the river and went into the silent night with loud steps, voiceless cries for help. Now that I'm just water in the waves, I seek peace. This shows the unjust treatment and pain of Veronica's character, and thus of women in society as a whole. The only way she can escape from this tragedy of her life is by the means of her own death. The reincarnation and finding the source of power, of the new power within oneself, is reflected in the lyrics. I drown in myself, I surrender to the light. Find me, woo me, protect me, lift me up, let me go, love me. The lyrical speaker is no longer bound by the shame enforced upon her. She's bound by her own strength almost.
We are not going back!
And she faces these people, her enemies, head first. She dares her torturers and forces them to face their own fear.
Filth! That's what you are! Filth!
And lack of power, and this whole frightened state of mind which they possess. We can see this in Who Are You Afraid Of? When you deny your desires, you look me in the eyes, the images of you shines in them. I am a frameless mirror, just a reflection of your fear. I am, you are Veronica, only she knows your truth. Veronica almost becomes like a universal martyr figure for women as a whole that had to suffer hardships due to the ignorance and savageness of society, namely men. And she does so by transcending them, these burdens forced upon her. I love how this was just me dissing men for 5 minutes.
And that is the truth of the matter.
Anyways, this is going to, I don't know, I feel like tier 1. Yeah, tier 1. Off we go to the land of the 8 points.
8 points from Spain.
Spain. Which I have enemies from. I have ops in every country, I feel like. The thing about Zora which makes it special is
I don't speak Spanish!
That the whole song is an elaborative reference to the icon Manuela Tresobares, who is a Valencian mezzo-soprano singer. I said it in the worst Slavic accent possible. Manuela Tresobares
Yo soy artista, soy cantante de ópera, soy mezzosoprano dramática.
That went viral after her call to action about the fight with transphobia in Spain.
Yo sé que no soy quien tú quieres.
No puedo más con esta sociedad pero que no lo ves, que nos quiere marginar.
In which speech she also mentions Bulgaria.
Totes les ciutats de Bulgària i allí no s'ha més respetat com un ser humà. Aquí no.
In this speech, the reason why it's so iconic, she throws a glass to the floor and starts screaming, drop the glass, tira la copa.
Reconstruida por dentro.
The song reclaims the derogatory sexist term of Zora, which means bitch.
I don't speak Spanish! Yeah!
Nebulosa owes up to the fact that yes, she is a bitch. In fact, she is a picture-perfect bitch.
He's a bitch!
If I head out solo, I'm a bit of a vixen. If I'm having fun, I'm the biggest vixen. If I stretch the night till it's daylight, I'm an even bigger vixen. She seemingly can never appeal to society, so she just embraces the fact that yeah, she is a bitch. So I'm going to own up to it and be a bitch in the truest, most authentic way. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with being a little bit of a slog, a little bit of a troll up.
You're a slag.
Like it's fun, we're all from Sheffield.
Don't talk shite!
The final thing I want to talk about is the lyric, and that vixen you were scared of, she's been empowering herself and now she's a picture-perfect vixen. I love women.
Oh, pussy power, not women, like pussy power, you know, like, damn. Yeah.
I just love women. Do I have a girlfriend? Obviously not. I'm putting this into tier 2. Not quite tier 1, but definitely deserving of tier 2.
Yes.
Off we go to Sweden, another speed round.
And your favourites are Marcus and Mark and Marcimus.
Jimmy Joke Torfeld, you will be prosecuted for your crimes.
Lock that bitch up. Lock it up.
God will judge you first, and then I will judge you. I don't know, guys, it's obvious. There's no reason for me to explain this song because it's there and the lyrics are nothing special either.
And that is the truth of the matter.
My only question is, since they're both twins, they're both talking about this unforgettable woman, so the love interest of the whole song. My question is, do they both want to pursue her, and in what way, and...
This is disgusting!
Anyways, mid-festival here. Off we go to the winner. Nemo thoroughly, however, enjoyed the symbolism about the binary code and how it relates to Nemo and their non-binary identity. Somewhere between the O's and ones, that's where I found my Kingdom Come. Also, I like the use of the Ammonites as a reference and a metaphor for the owning of Nemo when it comes to their identity.
I'm nodding like I understand, but I'm not so sure I do.
I think the code deserves to be put into tier 2. It's a great lyrical piece of text. My brain is mush. Off to the next song in the next country, which I would certainly not have any bias towards. I have no idea why would you why everybody would think such a thing. I have no idea what you would say about this. I cannot pull this out of my ass. No idea why anybody would think that I'm biased whatsoever when it comes to this song. Back to Ukraine. Listen, just because I'm biased,
Ukraine, of course.
doesn't mean you have to start whining like a little shit.
Fucking little telltale rat!
You will listen, and you will learn, and you will agree.
Don't question me!
When a Slavic twink is speaking, listen and learn. So the focal point of the lyricism is the ultimate power of women, especially Ukrainian women. Having to put the burden of weight on their shoulders of managing life and family affairs, especially during a brutal war and genocide.
Господи, допоможи.
It shows the endless resilience of ordinary women by comparing them to human-born saints. Let's dive into the lyrics. Spring carves its way, no matter what, the world is on her shoulders. Path is winning and rocky, but you should know your happiness is in your own hands. The spring within the song is a symbol of the unstoppable source which lies within women, able to carve its way through the hardships which they face, especially in our day and age. It's a metaphor for hope and renewal, and it shows the inner resilience of women. Then, with the world is on her shoulders, this creates the imagery of the burden which women have to face, Ukrainian women have to face every single day, managing life with little to no support system. Their husbands, brothers, fathers on the front lines, their relatives, having to live in a war-torn country. This is an incredible amount of burden. And somehow they still manage to persevere. There's also this slight reference to mythology, which might be a stretch. The Greek myth of Atlas, who bore the world on his shoulders. The last line, in your hands, is message of self-empowerment, the control we have over our lives, and the ability to turn it into something beautiful despite the rocky and windy path we have to go through. Mother Teresa and Diva Maria are with us, barefoot as if on a blade. They walked on the ground with us, Mama Teresa, Diva Maria, all the divas were born as human beings. Needless to say that I live, laugh, love this lyric, barefoot as if on a blade, they walked on the ground. Insert pic. Okay, we have to dive into the iconography element. If any of you buffoons, speaking about Mother Teresa, even though she was a massive fucking cunt, listen up, because we been knew that she suffered from congenital iodine deficiency disorder. Mother Teresa and the Virgin Mary are universally recognized figures of love and sacrifice. The choice of Jerry Hale and Alona Alona to use them as a symbol for the message of the song is deliberate, and there is no coincidence in this. By using them as a symbol for humility, endurance and selflessness, they distribute this legacy they hold and connect to women, to every single woman, since all the divas are born as the human beings. This makes this fundamentally human and attaches vulnerability to these icons.
Fucking ate that up, these are my fucking mothers!
They are humans after all, they all went through the same things, and this made them into the icons which they are. This way, Alona Alona and Jerry Hale elevate and exalt women on the level of saints.
I can't be your mother.
Barefoot as if on a blade they walked on the ground is a metaphor for the sacrifices and the hardship these figures endured. Walking barefoot on a blade is an extreme level of pain, which is a metaphor for the inner catharsis which Ukrainian women are subject to. This imagery reinforces the strength and the figures embody, suggesting that they bore suffering as a part of their mission on this earth. Continuing with the religious archetype, the usage of the word diva instead of virgin is intentional. First, quite literally, Diva Maria is the Virgin Mary in Ukrainian, diva. The second part of it emphasizes divine femininity. Alona Alona and Jerry Hale reclaimed the word diva, which used to have negative connotations, and transform it into this metaphor for resilience. I'm repeating myself, but it's true. I'm not going to talk about Aliona's rap, it's too long, but I will focus on a couple of things. Where is your child? What is your life? It captures the scrutiny women have to face within society, especially when it comes to their life choices. Society's timelines create a loop, trapping women in these rigid roles, and if they do not want to conform, they end up ostracized almost.
Where the heck are those women coming from?
Saints in the sky and your ancestors from heaven. The imagery of saints and ancestors implies that the struggles and hardships of women are seen, they are validated and even shared by those who came before them, those that paved the way for them. They're not the first and last to go through this, which brings comfort within the destiny of women. It brings hope, showing that the pain is not in vain and that each individual contributes to a larger legacy like the ancestors did. It's a message of gratitude and love letter to Alona Alona and Jerry Hale's ancestors. This part, Jesus Christ, it's especially heartbreaking to me because of my roots. The sad ancestors, those Ukrainian women and the Ukrainian people as a whole have a lengthy string of this thorny path. Repressions, attempts to destroy the whole culture and to break the Ukrainian spirit and identity by all means, whether it be language, culture, people as a whole, committing brutal acts of...
That was so powerful.
Enough before I have 5 breakdowns and I get admitted to the mental asylum where I should be in the first place for emergency lobotomy. Come on guys, it's Ukraine.
12 points from Ukraine. Go to Ukraine. Поняли, блядь, пидорасы.
Second, I fucking love biblical imagery and references.
There's something wrong with you, hon.
And I love the archetypes within the song.
It's like Christmas coming early.
You can see what a heartbreaking song it is.
Music is not fireworks. Music is feeling.
And how beautiful the whole message of it is. So
Tic-tac-toe. A winner. A winner.
This is straight up going to tier 1. Call it an ugly twink the way it cannot be topped.
And that is the truth of the matter.
And wrapping this video on a lackluster note.
Can't you ever have a friendly evening? Can you not do that?
It's the United Kingdom. It's not that bad, I promise. I will be nice. Maybe.
You're a slag and a liar.
It's a nostalgic song about a past lover who Ollie Alexander, or the character within the song, is addicted to.
Really fake and gay. And I am actually an expert on all matters that are fake and gay.
He wants to go batshit crazy, basically. He wants to stay in the moment forever. He wants to freeze his time, be dizzy, yap, all the same.
Anything else you want to say about that?
No.
I guess nobody gave a fuck about this, neither did Ollie, since apparently writing bland lyrics within your Eurovision songs gets you a sponsorship from poppersandmen.com. That's it, it's your mate festival, and I cannot believe I just said this. I will be getting sued by the BBC, goodbye.
It was a bit of a laugh. It's tongue-in-cheek, Danielle.
That was it. The best country, the best lyrics, the country that has the best lyrics. Personally, I would say it's Ukraine.
Oh, I'm so happy.
But to be fair, go over and check. I promise I'm trying not to be as biased as you could imagine that I probably will.
You little bitch!
Like I'm biased when it comes to the lyrics.
Dyslexia.
I hope you enjoyed this 2-part series.
No.
It has been a learning journey how to start this whole thing off. I think it's a great video. I promise I'll do better. I promise I'll do better in the future.
Well, no,
I sincerely hope you had fun. Subscribe. Give me more views, guys. I need more views. I think like I deserve them, even though I probably don't. So if you like what we're doing on here, you can subscribe. Do it. Make sure to like this video because it really helps the video and me, and I need help. And also make sure to follow my socials. I am on Twitter all the time. I post a lot of shit on there. And you can follow me as well on Instagram. On Instagram, where it's a little bit more personal, my life outside of Eurovision and this fandom and the chaos that I fucking hate.
You are a slut and I hate you.
All of my socials will be down below. Link to part 2, either it will be here right now, it will always be down in the description. Again, thank you so much for your support on the last video and hopefully on this one. I might be joking, but it has meant a lot. This journey has not been easy, so I'm really glad that you're here and enjoying it.
Lots of kisses to the millions of Eurofans.
Next video, we're moving on to 2025.
I can't wait to find out.
It was ESC Gotham. It was my pleasure to have you around this time, and see you very, very soon.